Hi everyone, it is day 8 of our 30 days of flowers, not quite a third of the way through yet, and we're on this flower here. Now today I thought it would be fun to have a go at some Bambino colouring crayons, so we have all these lovely colours to pick from. I was thinking I might try some yellows. I'm a little bit scared of yellow, to be quite honest. It's a bit tricky for me, so I thought it would be good to just have a go and go for it. So I'm actually going to start with this brown. This brown has got little lizards on it. The Bambinos don't have names or numbers, but they have a little picture on the paper, which works well as an identifier. I'm just sharpening it. Now you can just sharpen a Bambino crayon in a normal sharpener, so you can get a nice point on it like this. And I am going to start here on these large petals, and I'm only doing a little bit of brown. My idea is that where we want it to look a little bit more shadowed or shaded, we use this darkest colour, because we've got two yellows. So I thought we'd do that like that. And we'll do a little bit along here in between the petals as well, like that, and then just a tad on these central parts like that. That's all. And then we have two yellows. One is more brown, which I thought would blend nicely into this brown. Again, I'm giving it a little sharpen. See how you can get a nice point. This one is really hard to see in this light. I think it's a lion, but it's really tricky. White on yellow is quite a difficult colour to see. Some of them, the white crayon is pinched on in blue, and I think they should perhaps have used that for the yellows as well. But it's okay, it's not the end of the world. We can just, there's not that many crayons to choose from, so what I'm doing is I'm getting lighter as I go towards the, oh, I haven't done that bit. Hold on a moment. Let's just do that bit. I must have got distracted. And do this. Moving our way up and towards the edge of the petal. Now around the edge of the whole flower we have this sort of outline, I suppose, and I'm actually going to do that in this colour. I just think it might just work. So I'm just going to go around all of the edge in this right now while I just happen to have it in my hand. Oh, we need to remember to do the middle. I need to remember to do the middle as well. It's just going around the edge. It's just a fairly hard layer. The crayons are quite vibrant. They lay down really easily. And I'm going to put just a bit around that centre part. Right, and then we are going to use the pale yellow, which is this one. Again, it's white. Ooh, just knocked one on the floor. Things keep catching on my sleeves, are quite baggy on my cardigan, and keep knocking things on the floor. There we go. Didn't break. We're okay. So let's just finish sharpening this one. Yes, so as I say, it's very light. I'm just trying to look. It's chicken on here. I had to look at it very closely. So I'm just going to finish off each petal with this one. I haven't ever used a normal crayon, I would say, you know, a regular crayon for colouring. I've got no idea what they're like. These are clay crayons. They apparently are extremely different to using a wax crayon. I'm trying to think about wax crayons. I haven't used them since I was very young. I know you can get the really thick chunky ones. They wouldn't sharpen, would they really? I don't think. you would get a sharpener. But the thinner ones, I used to often snap them, I seem to remember. But those might work better. But I've never tried. Don't have any. If I did have some, I'm sure I would try. Right, I'm just going to brush that. There we go. What I think I'm going to do is go back in with this the darkest colour, and just emphasise those dark areas a little bit more. Just to give it a little bit more depth and interest, really. And then go for the slightly lighter brown again, just to blend that back in because it's a little bit harsh. So the lighter yellow, I mean, just to blend it in. And for someone who's a bit scared of yellow, I think that's come out pretty well. Now, the reason I'm scared of yellow really is that often, like here, I accidentally leave white bits and I can't really see them very well when I'm recording, and then I look at it at the end, I've got all these white gaps. And I also find them quite hard to blend sometimes. These crayons are good, they blend well. Okay, now for the stem, again I'm going to do green because I'm conventional. And I'm just sharpening my green. It's quite small. And I have got a holder which I use for it because it is a little bit too small for me to hold. So I pop it in my extender, which just helps me. And I'm actually just going to do this all plain colouring on the stem. What I thought I might do is do all this colour over all the green, and then see how I felt about it before deciding whether I want any darker areas, and if I do, where I want them. I find with the Bambino crayons you can't, with a conventional pencil, what I tend to do is I'll put more layers on and get a darker area. I find that's a bit harder with the Bambino. I'll show you now. I'm just trying to fade it. So I'm putting more layers here and less towards the edge. It might work. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. I'll just use my brush. Yeah, it has worked, hasn't it? I didn't think it would work somehow. We'll try it on the other one. Gosh, my stomach is growling. I hope you can't hear it. It's I've had lunch, so I don't know. Maybe I had too much lunch. I don't know. Can you see? I'm going to do what I did on the other petal, but from the centre, so make it darker on both sides at this central part, and then make it lighter towards the edge. Now these extenders are really good. I don't know where they're from. I was sent them as a gift, so I probably won't be able to link to them for you. I try and link to everything. I've started putting a USA link as well. I used to just link to UK Amazon, but I realised that a lot of people watching aren't from the UK, so I've started putting some links to US Amazon as well, which I hope is useful. It means you can go and find things. I'm just doing that edge over again a bit. What I'm going to do now is just sweep that away, and I'm going to go back with my yellow to do the edges, because there's quite a lot of white paper showing through. So yes, I've added the UK to some of my videos. To my new ones I have, and I'm starting to do it to some of my older ones, particularly the more popular ones. It takes a lot of time. So it's something that I aim to do on all of them, but I may not get around to it. I've made over 700 videos. It takes quite a long time to change something on all of them, but I'm getting there. Didn't really do a lighter edge on that one. There we go. Just going to go back in with the green on here and just add a bit of a layer down here. let's sweep that away. Now I was thinking about a background for this one, but it's quite, yeah, I think what I'm going to do is something quite straightforward with the green. I don't want to use the yellow, it just won't show up. So I'm just going to do some little shapes like this around the flower. This is quite a Johanna Basford thing, isn't it? She shows us how to do those. I think I'm just going to leave it there. I think if I do too many, it's going to look a little odd. Although it looks a little, does it look a little odd because they're symmetrical? I'm not sure. Anyway, it's done now. It's just another little idea of something that you could try. I'm sure you've seen it before. But, you know, there we go. So that is our next one. So join me tomorrow afternoon and there'll be another one. So hopefully I will be able to keep it going through 30 days. And don't forget that I also have a video every morning as well, which can be quite random. On Mondays it's always Johanna Basford's planner. Sometimes that continues on to Tuesday or even Wednesday if it's a complex page with lots to do. But otherwise it can be all sorts of things. So do please have a look and see what you think. So thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day and happy colouring.